Hello, welcome to our Sailboat Ruby and the Adventures of Captain Bill.
Hello, Angelica.
Thank you for coming to our YouTube channel. Hopefully we can interest you to stay to the very end, and hopefully also to watch our future videos, which we hope we have a lot of. This is a sailing, cruising video, but we're not on a sailboat because
Actually, it's January, cold and snowing.
And Ruby's in the water for winter, but they're harsh winters, so it's just there for winter storage. We don't get any use out of it while it's stored in the water in New England. You don't want to sail in New England in the winter unless you're a frostbiter. But anyways, in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves, a little personal background, our sailing backgrounds, our experience, and so on. And then what we'll do is give you some more info about Catalina 30s, Ruby and Catalina 30s in general, a little background about those. Then we'll move on to our plans. Our plans are what we're going to do this year, 2024, moving forward. What do we need to do in our personal lives? What do we need to do with Ruby to get her ready to cruise? Hopefully in the fall of this year, we'll take off, we'll begin our journey, and you'll be able to come with us, and that'll be the plan. After that, we'll just wrap up the video, maybe share some links with you, and give you some tips about what we think we're going to do in our second video. So thank you for being here. Continue to watch, please. Thank you. So again, I'm Captain Bill. I'm New England born and raised. I lived in Connecticut until I was 21, then moved up to Boston. I went to Boston University. I got married, I got divorced. I have 2 beautiful children, a son and a daughter. I also have 3 grandchildren that I love dearly. I lived in around the Boston neighborhoods for the early part of my time here, and then later 3 or 4 different towns around Boston. One on the North Shore, 3 on the south of the city, where I'm at now. I've been around the water and sailing and boating my whole life, but I really turned that up in 1995 and really have not stopped since 1995. I've spent every summer cruising on Ruby since 2000 when I purchased her. 2 or 3 weeks every summer cruising, 2 to 3 weeks at a time, a couple times a year. When I'm not cruising on a long vacation, it's weekends, summer weekends spent on the boat. Maybe it's a day sail, a weekend cruise, or sometimes just hanging out on the boat at the yacht club and staying overnight at the boat. But summertime and summer weather are all about boating, all about the water, all about sailing, all about Ruby. My primary career, I was in IT. I retired from that in October of 2020. In 2004, I obtained my United States Coast Guard captain's license. I used that, worked commercially as a captain on several different occasions to have several different companies. That supplemented or my IT career. Unfortunately, I let my captain's license expire, so I have to retest for that. I'll share the progress of that in future episodes. Hopefully that'll interest you or give you a little background on what the process is. They're not easy tests, otherwise I would have been retested already. So that's me and that's my background.
Hi, I'm Angelica. I was born and raised in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro de Vitória. I moved to the US in 1998 and live and work around Boston ever since. I became a US citizen in 2004. I have family still in Brazil, and my twin brother and his family lives in Cambridge. Bill and I met in 2021 and started dating that fall. We've been together since then. I'm still a beginner sailor. Subscribe to our channel and watch my progress. Thank you.
We'll make mistakes on the boat, on the water, with each other. We'll live, we'll learn, and hopefully we can make you laugh along the way and keep you following our channel. Sailing Vessel Ruby. Sailing Vessel Ruby is a 1984 Catalina 30. She's a standard rig. Catalinas came in 3 flavors. The standard rig with a bowsprit, and then the tall rig with a bowsprit. The bowsprits, and of course the tall rig, gave the Catalina 30s larger head sail area. So obviously they can go a little faster or have a lower PHRF rating. The Catalina 30 is one of, if not the #1 production sailboat ever made. There were 7,000 hulls launched starting in 1976 and going through the early 2000s. So here's Sailing Vessel Ruby in her slip, her winter slip. It's normally pretty good. It's the storms obviously that make things a little troublesome or give you a little anxiety. We've had 2 storms in December, and the winds are the problem. We had winds in excess of 60 to 70 miles an hour. Logan Airport, which is over here, right past those trees. That's a little island before the city of Boston. That's the Logan Airport. They clock winds at 68 miles an hour at that storm we had. Here's the marina. The marina, the tiki bar that goes way out the end in summertime. It's a nice spot in summer. Pretty harsh in winter. I've been here for 25 years, and some years the harbor freezes. A couple of times while I've been in the water, the ice was several inches thick, almost approaching a foot thick, and that's a little troublesome also because you don't want your hull getting crushed by encroaching ice. So we have what we call ice eaters. They're water agitators. They a tubular thing, kind of vertical with a propeller on them that brings the water, warm water, up from under the boat, hits the hull, it gets distributed around the boat, and that warm water will melt the ice around the boat. I mean, I've had the boat surrounded by ice with just a few inches of water showing around the edge of the water line around the hull, and that's pretty disturbing. So whether it's global warming or not, certainly don't know, but given the date, right around the January 9th today, we haven't had any really cold weather yet. The coldest time of the year is the middle of January through the middle of February. You get to the beginning of February or middle of February, and we haven't had like a cold snap of 15, 10, 0 degree temperatures for multiple days, a long period of time. Then we likely won't get a freeze with the water. Okay, here's Sailing Vessel Ruby again at her winter slip, the Winthrop Yacht Club. Wet winter storage, so it's called. You'll notice my custom-made cover. Not, as you see, it's tarps. Not pretty, but it's very effective and economical. But I have a system of how I do it. Maybe in the spring when I disassemble it, I'll show you my system. It's pretty simple and basic, but it's very effective, very strong. It's got to outlast many windstorms during the winter, snow and ice. So you know, over time you get better at this stuff. I'm going to take a walk around, show you multiple angles. Again, we're very lucky in the Boston area that our weather is being pretty mild for winter. This coming week in the center of the country, we're going to have a very cold snap. an Arctic plunge, so they say, weather below zero, teens, tens, and teens. But that's going to be in the center part of the country. This week in Boston, we're going to get a rainstorm on Wednesday. It's going to be in the 50s. We're going to get two days this week in the 50s, while again in the Midwest and a large portion of the country, it's going to be in the teens and the tens and lower. So we're very fortunate. Oftentimes it's us getting that type of weather. So go. A little snow on the top of the boat, on the front where I don't put a cover. I've some years I put the cover up front. It's a lot of extra work and material, so I decided to just keep it covered like that. Keep the snow out of the cockpit and most of the boat. And if weather is good to us, that's all that I need. And as long as it holds out until spring, that's all I need. You got to replace these tarps every few years if you're using them like this. You can see this blue one is pretty weathered. All right, just another view, another angle of the yacht club from a little further away. There's a particular person, a first mate of mine. Her name is, Angelica. She decided to wait indoors today. That was very smart of her. I don't blame her. It's a little slippery getting in and out of here. And, we'll be done. You gotta check on the boat like at least once a week during the winter. Gotta make sure everything's okay. The dock lines are not chafed. Boat's floating okay, no issues. Which right now everything is hunky-dory. Okay, hello again. Here we are.
Hi.
Captain Bill and
Angelica.
said she was staying behind in the building, staying warm when I went down to the boat. Smart girl. But anyways, we're indoors at the Winthrop Yacht Club. And it's a very nice place. The club has been in existence since 1884. The first building burnt down in 2003, and this building was rebuilt in 2004. I just always find it amazing. It's a pretty substantial building that back in those times, they only lost one season, or barely a season. The building burnt down in 2003, and they rebuilt it in 2004. I'll give you a tour some point in the future during the season, but we're in the side room off the main Anchor Lounge. There's a bar restaurant that's open 365 days a year, closed on Christmas and Easter. All right, just another angle of where we're standing. It's called the Wisely Room. You see over to the right, there's an entrance that goes into the main bar, the Anchor Lounge. We are part of MBYCA, Massachusetts Boating and Yacht Club Association. Therefore, we offer reciprocal benefits to other yacht clubs in that same organization who offer similar benefits to us. And we're also friendly to distant traveler cruisers by boat. If you're going up and down the coast, looking for a place to go for a couple of days, you reach out to our board of directors or dock master and request a mooring, and we'll gladly accommodate you and ask for me, I'll give you a tour. So here we are at the Winthrop Yacht Club having lunch. Pretty quiet on a Monday, middle of the day after a snowstorm. Aside from being very nice and comfortable and warm, it's also very economical. The prices are very good here, is not too unusual in yacht club communities.
So here we are. Thought I'd give you another view, another perspective of the Winthrop Yacht Club. Standing in what's called the Town Landing, a parking lot that's adjacent to the town marina. See that it's kind of low tide right now. The tidal deviation in Boston Harbor, Winthrop's right next to it, does the same thing. It's like 10 or 11 feet on average. So it's very low now. Sometimes that tide will go right up to the building, right up to that pier, right under it. And obviously the Marina 2 would be way up there. But a beautiful little spot. With the airport right next door. Planes coming and going all the time.
So our plan, what is it? Our plan is to go cruising, but more so, Angelica is going to embrace my dream of long distance cruising. And we'll shove off together, hopefully this fall, and hopefully you'll come along for the ride. My dream is not to be a liveaboard, but it's to be a cruiser, to make the trip, to go down from New England, from Boston, down the East Coast, down the intercoastal waterway, all the states, all the places I've read about and heard about, although I have been to some of them and cruised a little bit, but then down to Florida, down the East Coast of Florida to Key West, Bahamas and beyond, or whatever. So, you know, to do that, we have challenges, right? Challenges like all first-time cruisers, all first-time long-distance cruisers who throw the dock lines off. The challenges are home. We're not selling our home, selling everything we own, throwing everything in, all our money into a sailboat, and you know, leaving our cares behind. We have a family, we have a home we like, we have a responsibility here, so we're going to try to balance that. So some of our viewers hopefully have done this. They'll give us some help along the way, some ideas, some suggestions, and some of you will learn from how we do it, from our mistakes, how we get through it. We'll do is what the typical cruisers do. We'll leave New England in the fall. We'll cruise down the coast for a few months, make our way down. It takes 2 or 3 months to get down there. Won't be in a rush, but we'll spend our winters in Florida, Key West, Bahamas, wherever it's nice and warm, where it's not snowing, where we can go swimming and enjoy the beaches and the boat during the warm season. And then in the spring, we'll do what they all do. We'll turn around, we'll come back, we'll cruise back up the coast. We'll make our way back to New England. We'll spend our summer here, back with our family, our friends, our home, cruise New England, you know, get the boat ready, do whatever's necessary, and then again in the fall, do it all over again. So that's the plan. You know, it's not rock solid of how we're going to get the logistics of that all down, but we'll figure it all out along the way. We've got until the fall. We got several months to get it done, you know, to get it planned out and do it. The boat is ready, so now we got to get ready. But we have a motto. What's our motto? What's our motto? She forgot our motto.
If they can do it, we can do it.
But our motto is, and our motto is,
if others can do it, we can do it.
Okay. And our motto is,
if others can do it, we can do it.
Our motto is,
if the others can do it, we can do it. If others can do it, we can do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if others can do it, we can do it too. And that's what we're going to do. We're gonna, you know, get everything ready for the fall. So that's what our channel will be about in our first season. Obviously, in New England, we have winter to contend with, cold springs. You can't even start working on your boat usually in New England until mid to late spring. It's just too cold, windy. But having Ruby in the water for winter gives us a little bit of an edge. We don't, we're not doing boatyard work on the bottom of the boat. We'll reserve that for next time we haul out after we return from Florida. So we'll be getting the boat ready, all the electronics, all the anything that's a hit list of broken things, and get that done. And hopefully you'll follow that with us. We'll all our projects we'll video, and it'll be exciting and fun enough for you to appreciate. And then we'll do some side trips. New England in the spring, New England during summer. We'll be cruising during the summer. There's some beautiful places to go and sail in New England, and we'll bring you along for that. We've been YouTube sailing channel junkies for a long time. At least I have, and Angelica has caught the bug. We are certainly entertained by them. We learn by them. We are motivated by them. It's all exciting. We're obviously planning to do some of the same and emulate some, or do things differently, obviously. We want to be a cookie cutter, same old sailing channel. I'll tell you this, I've got many more years of sailing than most of those couples in most cases, who buy a boat for the first time and immediately go cruising, give up their lifestyle and go. But I tell you, after 1 or 2 years out of sailing, I've seen what they've done. They got much more experience than I do after sailing constantly, full time, around the year, a couple of years in a row. So my hat's off to them, and I'll be learning things I haven't learned throughout my sailing experiences, because it's going to be a different environment and different challenges, a different way of life. So we hope you can join us. We hope you will join us. We hope we can make it exciting for you. We'll do what others do. We'll ask you for your input with comments and emails. We'll share all our info, our contact info, so you can contact us along the way, and we'll be sharing the experience, and we hope you enjoy it. What do you say? Folks, thank you for watching our video. Bye-bye for now. Oh, we have some exciting stuff planned for our next video. We're going to do a bit of a road trip, a local road trip. We're going to be someplace special. We'll film all there, and we'll do it on location. It's better than our living room. Links, we'll put some links below, and some of the information that we've mentioned through the video, and something you could follow up on. Probably some Catalina 30 links, maybe a review for Catalina 30. We'll put a link out there for our yacht club, our home port, which is the Winthrop Yacht Club in Winthrop, Massachusetts, which is just north of Boston. If you're familiar with Logan Airport, there's a little bit of water. Logan Airport is surrounded by water. On the north side of Logan Airport is Winthrop Harbor, and then of course the peninsula of Winthrop, and our yacht club is there. It's a very nice spot.
Thanks for watching to the end. Please click on the like and subscribe button below. Thank you.
Bye.
Ciao.